All right, everybody. Hey, startup weekend. Let's get excited. Woo! It's the last one. All right, I'm Clint with World Class. We have look at this team. It's an amazing team. Years of experience, lots of youth as well, lots of energy. Okay, so who here knows what a meme is? Raise your hand. Woo! Okay, so majority here knows what a meme is. That's a meme. If you don't know what it is, they're highly valuable, rich content, relevant messages that people send across the world. There's thousands of them, millions of them, mostly about cats. So next slide, please. This is the one that started it all. Icon has cheeseburger. The guy who started this, I don't know what the website is, cheeseburger.com. Last 2 years got venture capital in 3 rounds of $30 million. They manage most of the pipe flow, but there's an opportunity there. Next slide. Nobody's using these memes for marketing purposes. They're all just entertainment purposes. So we are a company that harnesses the viral potency and quality value of shared social images known as memes by creating a forum and channel for curation, distribution, and monetization of memes. Next slide, please. How does this, how the heck do you monetize a meme? That's the question you're all thinking, I bet. So basically, we act on one hand as a creative ad agency that curates these creative memes. And we also manage the buying, the ad buying, like a typical marketing buyer. And we also control the channel into which to broadcast these memes. We have 2 vehicles, the World Class Memes app. Excuse me, I'm very excited. World Class Memes app, which is tentative name. And then also our website that both interface through Facebook, Twitter, all these other whatever social media things. Okay, next thing. So this is the end product. This is what the end user will see and distribute. These are very relevant. If anybody knows Jay-Z, this is a play off that. 99 problems in my startup pitch ain't one. Okay, and then totally killing it at Startup Weekend. Okay, so here's how this works. That's the end product. This is created by reliable sources. We all know these people in the room. They now have become brand evangelists for Startup Weekend. It's not an advertisement. It's not spam. It's catchy, curated, relevant content, and it promotes viralability. Okay, next slide. We're going to go to the quick demo. We have a live demo. This is what the end user would do. They come into Willamette Startup Weekend. You click the first banner. That's a paid sponsor to be at the top. They're also geolocated. That's the theme. We're going to say, okay, that's the idea. Click next. Click next. Okay, upload your photo, click next. And there you have your meme. Now the way it works is, we can go to the next one. Okay, then you upload it to Facebook. Go ahead and go to the next slide. Okay, how do we get here? The service. Startup Weekend, for example, commissions us as a creative agency to come up with 100 catchy text overlay captions. So we have a library for them. When you guys show up, we say instead of tweeting, we're going to be memeing this weekend. Okay, open this app that's geolocated. It opens up as soon as you come into the building here. They've commissioned us to create 100 captions. Users create and share images to their own unique network. How many people here know 90% of the people I also know? Not very many. There's not so many cross-pollinators that we're going to be crossing wires. These will become viral within this group. Lots of value, especially when you think about Global Startup Weekend, which is like 280 of these things a year. Or something, I don't know, I just made that up. But anyway, next one. Okay, here's some examples. Keep Portland weird, okay? Geolocated, you're in Portland, this shows up on the list, okay? We freaking love public service. Okay, whatever, next one. That's fine. Competition, there's ad agencies that run small scale or large scale individual campaigns. And there's other apps that put a logo on there, but it's spam and nobody wants to see an Anheuser-Busch logo on the bottom right of your corner when you're at the Peacock. They want something fun. Okay, next. Okay, the business model, pay-as-you-go service based on the priority display. If you could go back to the main page, it's okay if you can't. The top is, say, Startup Weekend, you saw that. Okay. Nike, they have anybody across the world, across the country, are paying $10,000 a week to get on the top right there. You open up the app, you're anywhere in the world, Nike's on top. You're contributing to their unique homespun marketing campaign. Okay, and then, so right here we have it broken down into geofencing locations. Nationwide, You come into Corvallis, you have one of those is OSU. You wouldn't get one for Ohio State. Okay, just go through the rest real quick. Okay, it's geofence, so you can go on a global scale, state scale, regional scale, local, down to mom and pop stuff, and keep going, keep going. Chevy, Solo, because it's crazy. That's why I buy Carhartts. Wooster, I just met her. Okay, keep going. Tourism boards. Customer validation. Who would use this? Who would use this? Anybody? All right, customer validation. All right. Okay, keep. Okay. Questions, anybody? Yo, over here.
Can we hear more about monetization? Where comes the money from this?
Okay, so over here we start out. Okay, there's two ways you could go about it. There's two verticals. The first vertical is a creative agency that creates undercover memes, like the tacos, Doritos Locos. That's an undercover meme that isn't directly associated with the product or the brand, but it's created in a way to draw eyeballs to that product without saying it explicitly. That's creative agency, probably commissioned through each campaign. The other model is service and subscription based. I just touched on it briefly, but Nike would say want something on track specific viral campaign where they want a lot of people to contribute and share photos based on that topic. So they pay for this top spot, and it's you open that up, you say, okay, one's on track, one's on football. So if they are sponsoring an event or people are using this app, it's the first thing on their mind, and if they're athletically focused and they want to see their face behind a Nike logo, for example, and share it with their friends, and it automatically makes it black and white while they're running, they're a superstar all of a sudden. So it's like, hey, look at me, I'm associating myself with this BA graphic, this is awesome stuff.
So you're selling to the agencies until they get very big. Is that right? The agencies are going to be implementing this.
Ad agencies?
Yeah.
You mean like White and Kennedy, who manages
Peacock Lounge, Da Vinci Days, Heart of Oregon?
Okay, so on the local level, non-Fortune 500 companies, basically non-brand ubiquity-based advertising campaigns like Pepsi or Coca-Cola. If you go down on the smaller scale to the Peacock, it's on a similar scaled business model of Yelp, for example. This is one of the many offerings Yelp could offer, or we could compete with Yelp for, and say that they commission us to create 10 memes based on likely funny subjects and subjects based on use cases that would be useful for bars like the Peacock, for their demographics. So we have a marketing team with a library of memes for Peacock-like bars. So you come in, you take a photo of your friend at the Peacock. It's like, I'm so having fun at the Peacock, and that's one that gets posted on Facebook. And so now everybody at OSU is posting original meme, relevant content to their friends as evangelists for a local business who is paying not very much in the grand scheme of things. Yeah.
So if I understand this correctly, so the Peacock or Nike or somebody is going to allow their brand to be associated with any picture I care to take, which could be maybe not.
That's up to you.
It's up to me.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, so how
I know. Okay,
how are they going to exercise quality control?
Two ways. You have two options depending on the scale of the business. On the traded sector or enterprise level operations, they can pay for a technology package like Facebook that recognizes inappropriate pictures. We can pay people to actually go one by one if it's very specific to a certain industry. On the local level, say you only expect to have to go through 50 of these a night, then you can set up a system to analyze all of them at the end of an hour and then distribute them as the manager or volunteer for somebody like this. Does that answer the question?
So you are competing for the marketing dollar of the business customers, competing with social media with old-fashioned ads and all of the rest.
I suppose
you're gonna take
it's
some of their dollars from some of the ad engines.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but there's an opportunity here that has exponential reach that is untapped. That's I mean, you can't really define it right now. It's just these viral things. Now you're putting your face, commissioned, curated for a direct purpose. Go ahead.
Yeah, to me, what could be interesting is the sort of the crowdsourced generation of the meme content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's something that actually could, if you could get it kickstarted, that could spread.
Well-
So then the question is like if you can get some of that going, then I doubt if you're going to get any big brands to advertise on this thing initially. You're going to need millions of users before they're going to
It'll have
dip
to
their
come.
toes in that water.
It's naturally from the bottom up because it's a social, like Twitter. It's information. It's a transfer of information, user generated. So it has to be. They have to be. It has to kind of snowball basically before it proves its use, and that's where the value is. We create an algorithm that can quantify all of that data, and we can split up Oregon in real estate or how much a market buy would be. If I Heart Oregon or Travel Oregon wants to, or the state parks, for example, is a better example. State parks wants to be on the top of the list when you're in Central Oregon. That's going to be a lot less money than they would have to pay if they want to be on the top of the list in Portland. Basically, just like real estate, it's dirt cheap out in Central Oregon, south of Bend. But you basically have people, just like how they send postcards of Virginia's for Lovers. Okay? As soon as you drive into Virginia, it pops up probably at the bottom of the list because the tourism board isn't going to spend a lot of money on this. But now you have an accessible way to open a map, take a photo, and put on Virginia's for Lovers, send it to your friends back home. Or send it to the Virginia's for Lovers board. Or send it to Facebook. It's kind of, I don't know. Anybody, any other questions? Wow.
It's crazy enough to work.
It's big, it's a lot of information. So thank you.